Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Luke, and today I'll be talking about Companion. Now, before I go into this review, I will say this is a movie to best go in as blind as possible. It's been out for a couple weeks now, so I'll probably be getting into some spoilers in my review. But if you have not seen this and it's still playing in your theater, be sure to go check it out. I think this movie kind of falls in well into the whole February, Valentine's Day mix of movies that are out right now, and we have Valentine's Day just around the corner, so definitely go check this one out. So let's get into Companion. This movie is a weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin that turns into chaos after it's revealed that one of the guests is not what they seem. And that is a big piece of this. And even if you've seen the movie poster, I feel like you'll probably know what you're getting into with this. And this is one of those movies where when I saw the teaser trailer, or even the first trailer that came out, I was very excited simply by the cast. I mean, you have Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid as your primary couple. And the first trailer just gave this movie this very weird sense, like, what could this really be about? Because it didn't reveal very much. Whereas if you have seen the second trailer, quite a bit is revealed. And this is one of those scenarios where I saw the second trailer before going to watch this movie, so I pretty much knew what I was getting into going into this. And that plays into this movie in good and bad ways. It was hard for me because even with the clues that you get within the first 10 minutes or so, you generally know what's going on. But already seeing this trailer, knowing exactly what's going on, was kind of like, okay, how is this movie going to play out? And all in all, I will say this is a pretty fun watch. There is a lot to enjoy within this movie, though most things don't play out very well. But going into this is another AI like sub-horror or sub-genre of horror where we're dealing with AI, this being essentially a sex doll that someone basically reprograms or modifies to do something to kind of go into this other subplot going on. And I think that's where I found a lot of fun things going into this, was not really knowing that there is a subplot. And it's not anything super new, but I think kind of tying this classic subplot in with this AI horror element was really, really fun. And most of the fun goes between Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid. Their chemistry works really, really well. They play off of each other, being that one is this AI machine, the other is human. And there's even moments where you kind of question, like, you know, who else could be AI? Because these robots are built to look and feel so much like humans, though you can reprogram them in certain ways, essentially through a phone app. Another notable actor in this is Lucas Gage. Won't reveal too much with his character, but he gets quite a bit of screen time, and especially near the end, going to the third act, it is a lot of fun with this character, and he was giving it all. And there's so much in this where it is more of a dark comedy, a little bit of sci-fi elements, kind of horror thriller, maybe leaning more towards the thriller. But everyone plays into their characters very well, even though the story itself is kind of plain Jane, things that you've seen before. I think the energy that everyone brings makes this pretty enjoyable. This is also another one of those where you're set in one location. We're at this cabin, so kind of at the beginning and the end, you're going into other, you know, outside of the cabin, but the bulk of this movie takes place in this one location, and that really works because you have all these sub-characters, so you're getting to know them, trying to figure out like how they play into this, and then when things just go crazy, they really just go crazy. And it's how these other people kind of react to it and how they're trying to figure out how they can get away with the subplot that's going on here. So trying to talk about this in a roundabout way to not reveal too much. I don't want to spoil too much outside of the fact that going into this, you know you're dealing with AI, or I knew I was dealing with AI. So it was really just how is this going to play out in the end. And I kind of like compared this movie to like something like Ex Machina in a way, where with Ex Machina, you know, you're dealing with software engineers that are talking about AI and trying to learn from the AI and figure out like what is the AI doing? Is the AI learning? How is it interacting with humans? Very interesting stuff. Again, not the greatest of movies, I think, in terms of story and how it played out, but it is one I do enjoy and revisit from time to time. And I think Companion kind of falls in that line as well. I think it's enjoyable enough where I could revisit this from time to time. Once this hits streaming, I could definitely see myself watching this on a weekend when I don't have anything going on. Also going into this, the writer and director is Drew Hancock. Looking at his resume, it looks like the most of his work is through TV, so this looks to be kind of his intro into a major theatrical release. So very, very good job. I mean, I'm definitely curious to see like what else he could come with. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a tighter story that kind of plays out, or at least maybe he can do something to not reveal so much in the marketing and trailers going forward to give us that nice surprise. But I think this falls into this new bucket of these AI-based horror films. So I need to make a letterbox list for all of these that I've seen and do a ranking on that. Or maybe I'll do a video and kind of do a ranking of all these AI-based thriller horror movies that I've seen, and we can go from there. But all in all, Companion, we are set with a very small cast that's enjoyable to watch with their chemistry on screen as things unfold. The story is pretty similar, nothing very, very new that we're seeing other than the fact that we are now in this world where AI is going more mainstream. So we're going to get lots and lots of movies based around AI. But this is a pretty unique take of having a couple of stories going on dealing with an AI sex bot driven story that plays out in a pretty chaotic manner. So while I didn't find this to be the perfect movie, I thought this had enough decent comedy and thriller moments to keep me entertained and watching. Very tight runtime with an hour and 37 minutes and holds pretty strong to this R rating that it has. If you saw Companion, would love to know your thoughts in the comments. If you've seen other AI movies, what have been some that you've enjoyed? Let me know in the comments below. Would love to kind of revisit more. I think Megan Fox had one come out last year that's on Netflix. I have not seen that yet, but I may check that one out next on my list, but would love to find some more to check out as well. Please be sure to subscribe and like this video. That helps this channel so much. Please be sure to come back again because I'll have more reviews. I'm excited to see Captain America Brave New World, which is coming out tomorrow. So that will probably be next on my channel to review. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. Hope everyone has a great Valentine's Day and weekend coming up. We'll see you soon.